Hello, guys, and welcome to week 9 Quick Thoughts. I know I've been really behind on these. They were supposed to come out over a month ago. I'm going to try my best to get all of them in before Valentine's Day because that's when week 13 comes out. So you will not be disappointed with that because these are just quick thoughts and there'll be no footage. Thoughts shouldn't be longer than 1 to 2 minutes. I mean, some of them might only be 30 seconds. If I have nothing to say about it, then I'm just gonna say, oh, okay, I didn't like this, or I didn't like this, it was just nothing. This happens and this happens. All that stuff. It's just really nothing. I have a disenchantment video coming up that I really want to put my effort and time into. I'm gonna have a Great North video essay coming out too. So like, even though I'll be explaining my quick thoughts, you will see more extended thoughts in that actual video because I have more fun when it's like breaking down. I have more fun when I get to talk about one particular like show per video as opposed to just doing this every week. But I still want you guys to have this every week. So going forward, starting with week 9, these will all be quick thoughts, no clips. No clips, just a still. I will still tell you what I thought about the episode and all. Of course, so let's get started. So, starting with The Simpsons and Sorry Not Sorry. So, Sorry Not Sorry has Lisa call Miss Hoover a hack when Miss Hoover gives everyone a B minus just because it makes it easier. And for the most part, I thought this was a pretty dang good episode. It's funny. It's funny. The sort of direction is interesting and it's nice. There are a lot. Again, I said it was funny. There's just a lot of funny jokes like the Masked Singer references because I really like the Masked Singer. I've been watching it a lot recently. I think it's really good. But the Masked Dancer, I don't like the Masked Dancer, but I do like the Masked Singer. It's just really fun just trying to guess. Seeing all that talent involved. There are bad singers in the Masked Singer. There's no doubt about that. But the good ones really get to truly shine, and it's really fulfilling when they actually win. So again, there's other funny stuff like Lisa's life under the covers, Bart using Soggy as an excuse, and then Homer uses it afterwards. I like the yell sequence at the end where Lisa causes a domino effect. But there's some other stuff I didn't really like either. Like Miss Hoover's character is a little overboard. It's part of the story and all, but I felt like there could have been just a better way of doing it because it continues to go in this direction where like, okay, Miss Hoover is we feel sort of bad for Lisa, but then by the end we don't really see why Miss Hoover is doing this other than it makes it easier. Like even though she goes through, even though we get a little backstory into her life, it doesn't, in a way, it doesn't really feel satisfying to me. Like we never know why she acts the way she is, other than seeing her miserable and single. It doesn't really explain that because in a way they're not really required to be this way. So some people are really happy even though they're single. Of course, I guess you could say Teddy, but then again, Teddy and Bill from King of the Hill, they both show times where they're pretty sad. So, unlike Miss Hoover, they actually have some backstory into why they're sad, whereas Miss Hoover doesn't. So I thought this was a pretty good episode. It was just good. I liked it. If we can get more of this, that would be nice. Now we're going on to Bless the Hearts and Punked. This one has the Hearts win the lottery and they spend it all away, of course. While Wayne goes to a new job. Wayne goes to a new job at one of the hardware stores that he likes, and then the coworkers like to bully him. I wasn't a fan of the coworkers trying to bully him. I just thought it was cringy and kind of dumb. David Herman and Ken Jeong did a good job voicing, of course. There's no doubt that the voice acting is no doubt fantastic, but I just didn't really like the subplot all that much. The quick conclusion that Wayne was at fault just felt lazy to me. Same with the ending, how it goes back to Wayne. Wayne goes back to save them even though he's not welcome there. it just feels a little weird to me. But I did like the main plot quite a lot. I thought the main plot was really, really funny. Violence, do not pass mall, do not collect 200. David actually screaming when he sees the high heel foot chair. The entire montage of them spending stuff, and the car chase is a lot of fun too. But I think this is a great improvement for the writers of this episode, as you know, some of their episodes before, like Cremains of the Day, were kind of weak, compared to this. But I thought the main plot was absolutely hilarious. I pretty much loved every second of it. So now we're going on to Bob's Burgers and Mommy Boy. So Mommy Boy has Gene cling to Linda, and then he gets upset when she when she goes to some females event every weekend, which takes advantage of their spa time, of their mother-son spa time, and then Bob, and then Tina and Louise want to learn how to fight, and Tina and Louise just, I guess it's just fine, it was fine, just a typical fun subplot. But I didn't really like when they made the half-ass burger for Bob. For Teddy with Bob. I thought that was pretty hilarious. That was honestly really hilarious. Gene was a lot out of character here. He's pretty selfish here. Linda has the right to go to those events, and then she could have rescheduled the spa for another day, but they never brought that up either. I like seeing Linda sing that mini musical. It's funny. It's just funny to me, This show's been consistent for over 200 episodes. At least you're guaranteed some good fun, and this pretty much delivered. It's pretty good. And then last, we have Family Guy's Pawtucket Pat, and this episode was pretty dang disappointing. And it was disappointing for a few reasons, the sort of commentary isn't really done right. Most of the humor in this episode was that meta type humor, or all those nonsensical stuff. I don't think there was even a lot of cutaways from what I remember, but all this stuff just felt nonsensical. Like Stewie getting molested at night. I thought that was really, really awful. The Jerry Seinfeld thing was fine at first, but then after the first time, it was just dumb. The Cox joke was bad. The Horn Here's the Who joke was dumb. The plot just took too long to get started. It's just not done well. Because what happens is that okay, so Brian discovers that Pawtucket Pat was actually a con, and then he tries to go against it, and then obviously Peter supports it, and then in the end, they just go back to normal. There's no real resolution. Like a lot of these commentary episodes, like the D in Apartment 23, for example, actually has some development and growth into these characters. And of course, Modern Family Guy's a sketch comedy, that kind of feel. It doesn't need growth. That is not necessarily true, because the show has proved that they can do continuity changes. Like Wild Wild West was a good one. I liked. I know this is very controversial, but I did like how they brought Vinny in season 12 for a little bit, and then after that they just had to get rid of it. I don't know why. In the end, if Brian stayed dead, I don't think it would really matter to me that much, because most of his stuff nowadays isn't even that memorable. So, if they moved on from Brian, I would have probably liked that, because at least there's some change, but there's literally no development. The plot takes too long to get started. They always have those they explain the jokes to you and they end up being stupid, because we want to figure out the jokes for themselves, and then they explain it to us, and then all the other jokes that they don't explain to you are just unfunny. Except I will give props, that sunflower joke was hilarious. That was really the only good thing. And I would say skip this one. It's not worth your time. It's too limp. It's a poor effort at an episode commentary. There you go, guys. I apologize for not being able to do these consistently as I could. Week 10 should be out quite soon. 11 and 12, I'm going to get caught up ASAP. Week 10 will be covering the Christmas episodes, 11 will be January 3rd, and 12 will be January 17th. Those should all be out. I'm going to try to get them all out as soon as possible, but definitely before February 14th, because by then I'll have to do weekly thoughts for week 13. So, and then we'll all be caught up. So, again, I want to know what you thought in the comments. You know, I know a lot of people don't really view these anymore, but, you know, I'm just doing it for the sake of those who have really requested for me to keep doing them, because, you know, people have been asking, oh, are you going to do weekly thoughts for these? You know, I see some of my fans have been asking, so I'm just doing it for those people. Because, you know, I love my subscribers. You know, you are great. I like the people who engage with my videos a lot. You guys are the real MVPs. They're really keeping this channel going, despite how not well the channel's doing at all. And that's why I'm trying to move away from this kind of stuff and move on to like more video essays or more like individual videos for each show. You know, like, oh, like the one about Disenchantment that I told you about that's coming up. I can't wait to do a video about Disenchantment. You know, I want this to be a love letter to one of my favorite episodes in part 3, which you will find out when it comes out. So again, leave your thoughts in the comments. There's some videos on the right hand corner that you might like as well, that you might want to check out, or what YouTube might recommend for you in the right hand corner. And thank you for watching, guys, and I will see you next time.